the match may be build-up competition, the match may be actual competition. So I will concentrate on that. So these methods, with different methods, we can use observation video, statistical match analysis, code diagrams, score sheet analysis, graph method. Now selection of method depends upon your purpose. There are so many methods I told, but all methods are not workable at every place, every requirement cannot fulfill your every requirement. So it depends upon your purpose. What is the purpose? Purpose क्या है आपका? What purpose you are doing? You want to get information. Accordingly, you have to use the method. Then information required. How much information you require? What information you require? Then time and resource. This is also very important. Many performance analysis are very good, but that needs a lot of time. That needs very good resources. You may not have, for example, computer video. It required very costly equipment and very expertise, level of expertise as last. That also decide the method, whether you are able to operate the computer, whether you are able to use a video technique properly. Then feasibility. Many methods are not feasible everywhere. For example, sometimes we want to use video technique, video analysis during the competition. It is the rules which prohibit you to use cameras at proper place. Only you can record the information from the spectator galleries. Actually, during the competition, for mass media, even the camera is already a time, place and position already allotted for the mass media. For our analysis, nobody allowed to use camera in between the playing area or even outside. But we can do this from the spectators. So we have to see the feasibility, whether you can do, whether you can have experts. So many things are required for the selection of method. Every method cannot work everywhere. Then laboratory testing, of course, I will not concentrate much. Qualitative analysis of skills laboratory में possible है. Biomechanical equipment, force platform, angles, lever, then camera, center of gravity. So many things you can analyze the technique and tactical actions in the laboratories. Biomechanical analysis, precise and accurate. Those tests or analysis are very precise, accurate because those are the scientific. Instant results, because we are now using computer, on the spot results they are giving. But those laboratory testing is very costly and not easy accessible for all the coaches, particularly our poor country. Every coach cannot access all these equipment for laboratory testing. That's why our Indian team, volleyball team, is not have access of all these technical laboratory testing properly. If we are doing a laboratory test, that is very limited. I have seen in Hungary also, they use biomechanical analysis for all players, how they are doing takeoff, what they are doing flight actions, what their movements for defense, what their movements from one place to others. I have seen that how they do the biomechanical analysis. So these laboratory testing may be physiological, may be anthropometrical, may be psychological, biomechanical, very important, but I will not go for this. Field testing, of course, it is also already explained, very reliable, very accurate, Mr. Pramesh in detail. Now I will start from first my observation method analysis, performance analysis method. Today we start from observation method. Observation method is a subjective method, number one, but it is commonly used all over the world, not only in our country. In our country, we depend more on observation method. If I say, like very experienced coach Anna and Mr. John, as yesterday Mr. John was speaking earlier, Anna explained so many things. It is their observation. I don't think they have very scientific method adopted for the analysis. It is their experience, because longest experience in our country now, Mr. Sridharan has, and second, Mr. John. They have long experience of coaching the national team. Because of that, they can explain the volleyball in detail with their observation. But if the persons like me want to know about these things, we have to do the analysis with scientific methods. But observation method commonly used by all the coaches in our country particularly, more and more number of coaches using this observation. But this is good, not bad. It is simple and cost effective, no cost. Very simple, but it needs your knowledge about the game, but you want to analyze. Then can be used during training and match. Observation method, of course, all the coaches are using it during training. What happened with the performance they observe, and in the match also observe. Subsequently, they guide the team on the basis of their observation. No concrete information they were having, only what observed during the match. On the basis of that, they guide the team. This is observation method. Useful for qualitative analysis of technical, tactical skills, psychosocial analysis. Of course, psychological qualities you want to analyze, mental qualities you want to analyze, technical, tacticals you want to analyze with the observation that you can do. And our coaches are doing, no doubt. Prepare response sheet to record observation. Here, I will force the coaches. Whatever we observe, that cannot be remained in our brain for a long time. We cannot remember. So whatever you observe after the set, after the match, you must note down, record on the response sheet, prepare the response sheet before starting your observation method. See what you want to observe. Accordingly, prepare the performa response sheets, and after the set, after the match, record whatever you observe. Then that remained your observation with you forever. Then take help of assistant coach and other players during the match. The assistant coaches, other players who are not frequently substituted, they should be used. Even physiotherapy, other doctors, other persons, trainers, they should come the help for performance, for observation method. Then evaluation and interpretation of information, whatever you observed, recorded, after that you analyze and interpret it. See how we can do, how we can prepare the response sheet. For example, this is for training. Whatever I have one player I have prepared. See, volleyball fitness players fitness, we can record how much fitness we can give the rating from 1 to 10. Then time missed due to injuries. It is for one player during the training, which I prepared for your just for the knowledge. We can do same for the competition also. Then service, what type of service they are doing, and how much it is effective, and you can rate 1 to 10. Then forearm pass, service reception है, spike reception है, then overhead pass है, passing है, setting है, attack approach. If you want to see during the training, want to observe the attack technique as well as tactics, approach, timing, spike, tips, selection of attack, all the things you can note down of any player, and you can have record like that. Then block, positioning, timing, formation, that you can do. Then defense, anticipation, positioning, technical, mental, all the things you can record of a player. But this is based on your observation after match, after the set, that you can do. Team play up, very important understanding है, team defense है and offense है, like that. Then psychological qualities you can do, aggression है, coachability है, consciousness है, determination, so many things you can related with your mental qualities. You can observe and note down after the match, after the play, during training, as well as in the competition. Same way, technical skill evaluation, कोई technique you want to approach, maybe attack, maybe कोई service, anything. This is for the service, how you are noting. You can give the rating, and subsequently after 1 month, 2 months, you can see the improvement. You can see what kind of improvement is there, whether it is possible. If something is required to use any methods, change any method, that you can do on the basis of this. Then second is video analysis. Video analysis is very important nowadays. It is technical, highly technical method, and giving very good information. But it is expensive and highly informative because high-speed camera is very costly. Nowadays we are using mobile cameras. Of course we can do, but it is very less useful. We cannot record many good actions with our normal mobile cameras. If you want to record, then we should take very good cameras, high-tech cameras. Only then we can record the information properly. It is expensive, but information you can collect very good for the video recording. We have two advantages. One thing, sometimes you cannot go, you can take the help of expert who can record the information, record the all actions, and subsequently later on you can see what happened with the video. A factor for technical tactical analysis, very important, because during the match it is technical tactical action which are visible. Other things we cannot see, of course. Some parts like physical we can see, but mainly we concentrate during the match technical tactical actions. So video recording is very good method, video analysis. If we record, we can record all the actions properly. Useful to measure speed of ball, jump height, etc. One day Anna questioned Mr. Parmes when he was explaining about measurement of motorability during actually play flow. Yes, we can do, but if we are doing field test, that is not possible. But during the match, during the play, actual play, you can measure the jumping height, you can check the endurance also, you can see the movement of the players. It is possible. I will explain later on. Slow motion analysis. Everybody knows high-tech cameras recording. When we display on the monitor, we can slow down, we can make it still, we can replay also. So this is the option. Slow down, we can see minutely, we can still, we can, if we want to concentrate at one point, we can make the still, we can see the things what happened there. Even we can replay, something is not clear, we can replay again. This is the possibility with the video technique. That's why it is very effective. Later on, we can edit the recorded video if required. Watch the video carefully. Later on, video record, whatever we recorded, watch carefully. You must have the knowledge how to evaluate, how to observe the recording. And whatever you observed, recorded video, you must note down on performa or seed, response seed, so that you can present in the future. Otherwise, whatever you observe, like with the observation method, same way, what observe with the video, you will forget after some time. So whatever you are observing with the observation method or video, you must note down. It should be in the black and white. See, I told it is very effective method. It is two-part. Video technique is two-part, very important part. You understand. You must understand. One is video recording. Another is watching, observing the video. Recording of video is very important. It is video shooting. Nowadays, movies, the people who are making movies, you can understand how much they pay for their cameraman only. Why it is so? Because cameraman is not ordinary people, very highly educated people. So to install the camera, to record the actions, it is not easy. It is technical job. Everybody cannot. If we say all coaches can do the recording, not possible. It is, we have to take help of experts who are shooting, normally common shooting many times. They know from where to shoot, because when you're recording, you have to see the angle, from which angle the action can be recorded. You see the background also. Sometimes, once I was recording for analysis, so many actions recorded, but the background was open. When I tried to observe the things on the video, nothing was visible. So see the background. If your background is black or white, only then you can see. If the background is white, then the dark color t-shirts, dark color people will be visible. If the white people are playing, then the background should be white, only then it will be visible. So it is not a very easy job, it is very technical job. Light, direction, purpose, aim, you must know. It is technical job. Position of camera, how much it should be height, how much it should be away from the playing area. So you can recording with the help of video camera. It is technical job. You must understand. For example, I have written few points. We should keep 7 meters behind the sideline, from the sideline, 9 meters from the behind end line, and 2.50 height should be the camera. And if we want to fix 2 cameras or 1 camera, I have given 4 photographs. One is from the one corner, another is from other corner, one is from the back side, one is from the net, besides the net. That camera will record all the actions over the net. It may be setting action, it may be blocking action, it may be attacking action. So there are 2 cameras I have fixed, I have written, and both cameras we can install, one inside, one in back. So this is recording. Recording is technical job. We must discuss this thing with the experts. Now, angles, different angles, I already explained. If you want to record a passing serve reception, then back view, side view is important. If you want to see the setting, then back view, side view, front view is important. If you want to see spiking, hitting, then back view, side view, 45-degree angle also. Serving back view and side view both. Blocking back view, side view, both are required. Defense, side view, front view, and 45-degree angle. So if we want to know all these skills, we have to fix the camera like this. See, Anna has questioned this. I am giving answer. I will take only 5 minutes. This I have done my analysis in master course. We can record the information from back camera behind the underline. That camera is fixed at the height of 2.50. Actions are recorded. In the recording, this type of actions will be visible, chest number will be visible. You can record these actions. Now, these actions are useful to measure the jumping strength. Where they are hitting, you can record. I have put the threads with the help of antenna, because antenna is fixed, net is fixed, pole is fixed, and line is fixed. Camera is not moving. If we move the camera, then these things also will move. So camera is fixed. Because of fixing of camera, these things will be also fixed. And you can convert this 10 centimeter thread with the help of threads. You can see the jumping height. With the jumping height, you can calculate the jumping strength. This is very useful, actually. But again, it is time consuming. Very highly technical expert are required, and technical equipment is also required. But you can see jumping strength. Second, you have asked other mobility. You can see the endurance also. With this, see the first set average of jumping, block, reach, jumping, attack, reach, jumping, setting, reach, and see average of 1 set to second set, third set, fourth set. If the average height is decreasing, it means endurance is weak. If the average height is almost maintained, then we can say endurance is good. This is actually during the play, we can calculate the endurance, specific endurance actually during the play. And at the same time, actual technical, tactical handling height of jumping ability, your block jumping ability, your attack jumping ability, as well as setting jump ability. With the help of this, you can analyze the performance. That's why this video technique is very important. So I end with the video technique here. Next is statistical match analysis. Statistical match analysis is regarding the data. Information is a digit, which is valuable because we can discuss, we can apply the statistical tools over that to present in a better way to understand the performance better. That's why statistical analysis, match analysis is very useful. It needs to be comprehensive and accurate and valid. Not sometimes it is not possible, but if you want to collect good information, it is important the information should be comprehensive, accurate, and valid. Sometimes what happened when we record the information, maybe opponent, maybe our other players, co-players, interfere our performance. I will discuss later on how it happened, but this method is very good. Sometimes difficult to record the information and difficult to interpret. So information, what information we are recording, sometimes really it is difficult because the game flow is very fast. One action finished like jumps, servers, reception, set, attack. All the 4 actions happen to be within 5 to 10 seconds. So sometimes it is very difficult to record all the information. And later on, interpretation is also required experts. The most important static is score. Of course, statics score of the game, score of the match. On the basis of that, you can also analyze the performance. Statistical analysis used on the scores also sometimes. Suitable method need to be a particular purpose. Any statistical method you want to use, that should be according to your purpose. Many methods, statistical methods are there. To collect the information, to apply the statistics, many methods. But what purpose? Accordingly, you apply your methods. Usage of where we use the statistical method, it is also important. Very important, mass media. Simple number and percentage for spectators. It is well known. Electronic and print media will not only write your victory and defeat. They need much more information. Who played well? How much played? Who is the best attacker? Who is the best setter? Who is the best libero? Like that, and how many score they have scored. So this information, if we want to give detailed information to mass media, only then they can publish, they can telecast. And if telecast and printed properly, then volleyball will be more popular. It is important for mass media. Then match management, of course, I explained in the beginning. If you want to manage your match very well, if you want to guide your team during the match, when to take timeout, when to take substitute, and during the timeout, how you will guide the team, you need statistics of one set or other set, all the information with the digit, only then you can guide properly. Then match result evaluation, of course, result of match determine victory or defeat के reason क्या है, what are the reasons of your victory and defeat, you can also evaluate. Then practice, of course, during the training, so many times you need a record. If you have record, statistical record, from 1 month to another month, the third month, see the development, consistency, stagnation. So accordingly, you can apply your training methods. Now, how we can use the statistical match analysis? It has 5-6 steps. We have to follow these steps if we want to use statistical match analysis properly. First step is classification of skills. Second is rating of the actions. We have to use rating scale for rating the actions. Then record of data. Well, we have to give the value to the rating. Then we have to record. For recording, you have to prepare the performa response sheet again. Then data processing for what you want to analyze. Accordingly, you process the data. Then last is analysis and interpretation. You will analyze the performance on the basis of data, then interpret it as per your requirement. So these are the 6 steps we will discuss one by one. First is skill. We know it very well. There are thousands of skills played in volleyball match. We cannot record all the actions. So we have to divide, we have to classify the playing actions. as per our technical tactical situations, I divided, not I, but the experts divided the technical tactical situation or skills in 6 game situations. Same, those are the elements we can speak. And out of these 6, 3 are scoring skills, 3 are non-scoring skills. Scoring skills are attack, block, service. Non-scoring skills are setting, defense, and reception. Then next step is use of rating quality, because we know it very well. Here I want to explain. Volleyball playing actions are qualitative in nature, not quantitative. We can calculate only how many actions, but that is not related much with your performance. But performance is related with your quality of playing actions. So quality cannot be used for statistical match analysis. Statistics is not applied over the quality. You should be very clear. Statistics is applied over the quantity. So we have to see the quality, and to convert the quality in the quantity, we have to use the rating scale. To rate the quality of action, then give the value of those rating, only then we can calculate, we can apply the statistics. So commonly to rate the playing actions, we use 3 scales, rating scales. First 2-point rating scale that is commonly used during the training and matches. Most of the coaches using. Then 3-point rating scale. This is also, but it covers continue rally also. Then fourth is 4-point rating scale. In 4-point rating scale, we cover all the playing actions, and all actions are evaluated, analyzed with proper logic, and it is reliable also. 2-point rating scale is very easy and giving not complete information. Even 3-point rating scale is not giving complete information. Complete information we are getting only with the 4-point rating scale. That's why mainly it is used by the research purpose. The research students, research scholars are using, when they do the analysis, they use 4-point rating scale, because all the actions are covered in the 4-point rating scale. This is useful. See, 2-point rating scale commonly which we use, it is covered only 2 actions of your play, of the play. One is success, means either you are getting score, or you are failing, means you are giving score to the opponent. Only 2. Mainly, it is very useful for the scoring skills like attack, block, then service. But about others, other like setting, like reception and defense skills, we can use also for those, but we have to see the quality. If the first pass of defense or reception is very accurate to the setter, means it is successful. If he is not able to defend or take a receive, it means he is failed. So we consider fail. That's why same way setter is able to make the attack combination very successful. If he is failed, even committing double mistake and other mistake, touching the net and not reaching at proper time, it means he is failed. So we can use this 2-point rating scale for scoring as well as for non-scoring skill both. We can calculate as it is written. We can give symbol plus minus for the failure, and value for the plus is 1, value for the failure is 0, and success 7 actions are there, 4 is failure, total actions are 11. Then we can calculate the percentage. In that way, statistics we can apply. A percentile we can call 63% performance of this person. Maybe we can calculate of chest number 10, maybe any name. This table we can use for all the team. Name, chest number, all the 6 players, 7 players, 8 players. I have just given you. We can use this calculation of their percentile performance plus minus only with the for the 2-point rating scale. Then come to 3-point rating scale. 3-point is nothing, 2 is same, success and failure. Third is rally continue. When the rally is continue, we are also consider that rating. We are giving weightage of that action also. So in this, the success we are giving plus, the rally continue is star, failure is again minus. The value which we are giving 2 for success, rally continue 1, the failure is 0. तो कैलकुलेशन इज द सेम, टोटल सक्सेसफुल 12, क्यों उसके 6 सक्सेसफुल और 24 पॉइंट्स, देन रैली कंटिन्यू 6 पॉइंट्स, तो टोटल ही स्कोर्ड 30 आउट ऑफ 100 आउट ऑफ 42. The total we convert total actions, that can be 42. So it is almost 71% percentile we can calculate the performance of chest number 10. Here his performance will be of any skill. I have written here attacking action. If we want to analyze, his performance will be as per this table 71%. Then come to 4-point rating scale. The table again, it is for your just knowledge. We can prepare for this type of table for one team and other team opposite, both the teams. Not only one team, but other teams also, for all team members. Now come to 4-point. This is very important because it covers all the actions systematically and with that logic. Here, scoring and non-scoring skills are covered with the logic. And you will be agree the actions which we analyze is valid and reliable. Success we are giving scoring who is success, failure as failure in the 2-point. The 3-point rating scale which we use for the rally continue, here we divide that action rally continue in 2 parts. One part which is in your advantage. When the rally continue action you are doing, if that action is in your advantage, in your favor, that is in advantage. If that action contribute for the advantage of opponent, means the action may be attack, maybe block, maybe setting, maybe defense. When you are doing that action is not useful for your team, useful for the opponent team. It means that is advantage out to the opponent team. So here I divide all the actions in 4 points, 4 parts: success, failure, advantage in, advantage out. Scoring skills very easy, but non-scoring skills you have to be very careful. If you are having knowledge of the game, you understand about volleyball, definitely you can assess the actions properly with the logic. See, if you want to assess the attack, service, block, success, of course, plus. Failure, if you are hitting outside, if you are hitting in the net, committing a rule violation, means you are failure, absolutely. Service hitting the net outside like that. Or if you are getting direct point, ace service, ace attack, direct point from the block, it means success. Or in between, when the rallies continue, then you have to see your action of service, attack, block, or other. If that action is contributing for your favor, means creating difficulty for opponent, and that opponent is in the difficulty, and you that in future, in the coming actions, you are in the advantage position. So that will be advantage in. If your action of attack, block, and others is contributing for the advantage of opponent team, it means you are giving to the opponent advantage. That is advantage out. So the rally point, जो rally continue action, we divide in 2 parts. One which is in your favor, in your advantage, and other which is advantage for the opponent. You have to divide into success, advantage in, advantage out, then failure, 4 point, 4-point rating scale we are using for that. Then conversion of rating, we do the different. For the success, we are giving 3 points. For the advantage in action, 2 points. For the advantage out, 1 point. For the failure, 0. Subsequently, you can calculate like that success 4 hai, then 4 means 12 points, advantage in 10 points means we are giving 20 points, advantage out 5 means 5 points, failure 5, 0. So total here it is 37. And if total actions, total all the actions are successful, then that will be 72. Total action which is they executed, all the actions will be 100% successful, then they will score 72. But out of 72, he scored 37. So we can calculate with the 4-point rating scale, that will be 51.38% percentile score. So in that way, we can give the symbols, we can give rating, we have to use, because when we have to record the information, you cannot record set or and success or failure like that. You have to use the symbol. For attack, you have to use attack. For others, you have to value like to. So you have to use the symbols and numbers. The same way 4-point rated scale, one team for the other team. Both we can use, we can prepare the performer like this. Now, next analysis of point scoring. This is another system. Most important statistics is the final score. Final score of the team match. On the basis of we can do the analysis also. A team can earn points in 3 ways. It is commonly, this analysis is done by the federations, internal federations, competition organizing committee to give the information to the mass media. This system is commonly used. But how we can use this, I just explained. A team can earn points in 3 ways: attacking, blocking, and serving. A team may also gain points on opponent errors. Proper response sheets should be prepared, used to analyze this performance. See the response sheet. One rotation by one, all the 6 rotations, we can see the attack score, we can see service. See, for example, here in the performa, 4 service score, 1 attack, 1 is opponent error. So when where we have circled, it is just for the reference for all the rotations. Means when the setter at zone number 4, yeah, zone number 1, means setter, our setter is chest number 4, and he is playing at zone number 1. Next time he is playing at zone number 6. Next time he is playing at zone number 5. Then then 4, then 3, then 2, like that. This is the reference for evaluating all the 6 rotations. I have given an example only for the 3 rotations here. You can calculate how much score in one rotation is of attack, of service, of block, of opponent error in one rotation. In each rotation, in all the 6 rotations, we can calculate the scores. And this is the first round. Then second round again we can write in this. See more detail in next. This is for the 2 teams, our team and opponent team. In each rotation, you have to put the reference for the setter at zone number 1, setter at zone number 6, like that. The 6 rotations can be filled. How many attacks were taken? How many points were taken by the attacker, by the blockers, by the servers, and opponent errors? You can calculate at the end of match. You can see in each rotation how many scores of attack, like that. And after that, even you can see in set wise, rotation wise, everything you can calculate like that. But I want to present this when you have to give information to the mass media. If you are giving this type of information, they can print in detail. They need this type of information. Even for our coaches, when they do the analysis, they can have this kind of information they can collect, they can keep for a long time and compare in the future also. Now, next method is code diagram method. Code diagram method is also very useful. Diagram of code are used to record the data. Very useful during the match and post-match evaluation. During the match, people are using this method, commonly used people. Or particularly, I will show in later on in the diagrams how it is used, but it is very effective. Most effective to assess technical tactical tendencies. What are the tendencies, patterns, patterns of attack, patterns of service, direction of the set, and the systems commonly used for the offense, defense formations, receptions formation, defense formation, attack combinations, direction of the attack, like that. Those information is collected with the help of code diagram method. See how we can use. I will show some examples also. See the chest number 4, 10, 16, 5, 14. These are the chest numbers. And I just see, I example, only give an example of service. From where they do service and where the service go, how much, how many services are successful, how many services are failure or committed error or not getting any ace. If it is green, means ball in service, red line serve error, black line ace. 3 types I have marked. This type of code diagram manually you can use. Manually. For chest number 4, one service, a jump service, the right side, he did more float service. So float service, where he doing the position and in which direction he is hitting, how many successful services are there, very rare. Only see 10. Chest number 10 is doing jump service more and black, I think out of maybe 15 servers, 5 servers he has done a service. Maybe it is done by computer. I just want to name Mr. Gurjot of railway coach. He was I appreciate that person is using computer. He has purchased software for computer analysis, and he is using for the railway team. Actually, this analysis he did on the railway girls team, and maybe any girl is doing jump service, and he did this much good service. Black is indicating successful ace service. So I recommend even federation also, we should develop our evaluators, performance analysis team, like Gurjot. Gurjot is doing very good work on the computer. So with the help of Gurjot and Mr. Rajneesh, I was able to present this. So we can do this also. See, next also we can do attack. Attack from one place, attack from other place, where it goes, how much it is successful. This is also done on the railway team by with the help of computer by Mr. Gurjot. And we can do this also manually. If you don't have a computer, you don't have a camera and other things, you can do this manually, sitting outside the match, from where the attacker is hitting, in which direction, and whether it is successful, whether it is continue, whether it is in your advantage, whether it is advantage of opponent team, or it is failure. You can do all the things. It is code diagram method. I think this is very useful method. Again, this is I collected from a book. See, we can, with the help of code diagram, you can see the reception system, where the receivers are standing and how they are receiving. If you come to know the receiver's position at the time of reception, you can hit the service. You can target the service, and where it will be effective, you can decide. Of course, Anna, like coaches are having a lot of experience, they can decide. But others who are having less experience, they have to see, they have to analyze where the 3 persons are receiving and how they are standing and what is their receiving position. This is very important. And again, from this, it in all Netherlands team, United States team, both teams, in all the 6 rotations, we can see the receiving system, all the 3-man receiving system. And every time where the persons are receiving, where the person go like that, same way United States, they are receiving system and little bit different both the team. If you see the minutely, all the receivers, Netherlands team receivers standing at different place, United States receivers standing at different place. If you see the minutely, it is possible if you do the core diagram method to collect the information of reception system, of defense system, of attack patterns also. See which attack coming from where place and where he comes. If you say Netherlands team first, see 11 number going to corner, right corner, 14 at mid corner, 3 quick attack, 10 number at corner like that. These are the attack combination, attack patterns. If you are able, you have this information with your team. What is the reception system? What is the defense system? And as yesterday, Mr. John was telling, the server was hitting from this place to this, and broker was covering like this. Attacker is hitting if single block. If there is single block, attacker will hit only this side. And if you have this kind of information, you can guide your team during the match. You can train your team like that to use this tactics in the competition. So this is the core diagram method, and these are the diagrams you can do for your own purpose. Again, this is from where the execution rotation wise, where defense system it is for the defense system, from where the opponent doing service and attack, accordingly reception system, accordingly defense system. You can use this type of core diagrams. Now, score sheet analysis. Next is score sheet analysis. Many people are doing, if you have access of the score sheet, you can come to know many things with the score sheet. See carefully, when 2 score comes, which I written with the blue, and 6 with the red. 2 score means 1 side out means that time we are not doing service was opponent, and we got side out 1 point, and other we got with the complex 1 when with the defense complex 2. First point we got with the complex 1, opponent doing service. Our 15, as you see 15 chest number was not, he was at zone number 1, he will not do service, he will move to 6, and next time we were in the complex 2 and we got second point. Then with 1 rotation to another, we got 4 points, and 4 points, if you come to know 1 point, we got other 6. When 6 we score, the 7 chest number was doing service. 1 score we got side with the side out, then 3 score we got with the defense, mean in the complex 2. So you can come to know this score sheet, and how the score patterns you are getting. Accordingly, you conclude that how you collect the total, you get the total score of your team, and what is the pattern. Even you can draw more scores where in which rotation you got more score, and opponent getting more score in which rotation. With this, you can come to know which rotation is weak or which rotation is strong. If in every set happened same, it means there is something wrong in your rotation order. So you should be careful. You can calculate even from the score sheet, but nowadays people say it is now electronic. Sometimes it may not be available. Earlier, we were able to get photocopies of all score sheets, and with the help of score sheets, many things we can do the analysis of our team and opponent team also. Sometimes you play with the other team next match, and you get score sheet of that team. With that score sheet, even you can have some ideas, some information of opponent team. Again, it is same. Now, next is graph method. It is last method. Graph is simple method. We have to take one graph. On the graph, we can use the flow of the match. What is flow? Process going score flow that we can note on the graph sheet. You have to take one graph. You have to use abbreviations, symbols, and record. And after the set, after the match, you can come to know what is the pattern of what of your scoring, what is the pattern of your rotations, and how your rotation is working. We can come to know with the help of graph method. I will show. It is simple, very less expensive, very simple to use. Not highly technical knowledge it is required, as well as only you need one pencil and one graph paper. Useful for scouting and tactical analysis. Opponent team, if you want to analyze, if you want to scout the opponent with the help of score diagram, with the help of graph paper, you can analyze the opponent. You can get the information of opponent team with the help of graph paper. Because with the graph paper, you can see the game flow, effect of attack, effect of defense, effect of service, etc. You can come to know, but you must know how to use this graph. Prepare graph, use abbreviations, signs and symbols for each task. After match, evaluate and interpret for information. See this graph, I have taken one photocopy from one book. I will show you, it is not prepared by me because it is just I want to show. The match is started and one by one it is going. If the curve is going down, look in the low, we are giving point to the opponent, means opponent is leading. When the curve is going upward, then we are leading. So this is a very good indicator. See, in the beginning, it is almost fight. Then after 4 or 5 points, continuously we have given 4 or 5 points. Then again there was fight. Then at the score of 9, we taken continue 8, 5 points. Our team got. When the curve goes up, it shows we got more points. Then again the curve goes down. It means opponent, they started to take scores. Ultimately, opponent won. If the curve goes down, it means opponent leading. If the curve is up from the center line, then we are leading. So in that way, this graph paper is used for the flow. It is also called flow theory. Flow of the match, flow of the game, it is visible. And much more information you can collect if you will use the abbreviation as it is written with the every finishing of rally. You can write if it is taken by the attacker, chest number 6, attack, successful. Chest number 6, error, you can write just with the help of abbreviations and symbols. In that way, you can have at the end of the set, at the end of the match, you can interpret with your knowledge and what happened when we are losing, what happened, we have taken 8 score, 9 score continuously, and after that 9 score be given to opponent. Why it is? Because here in every action, it is you have written and you can come to know what happened. Because of that, you calculate, you can interpret, you can guide your team, your players. So this is the graph method. Thank you very much. Any question? Please, if anybody want to ask any question, you are welcome. Thank you very much for listening, giving attention to my topic today. Once again, I extend heartily thanks, everybody. Ankas.
Yes, sir. Questions, I'm seeing, sir, questions.
In the meantime, I request all the coaches attending this online coaching, please send your email ID when you are giving attendance. All the participants, not only Sai coaches, all the participants, please send your email ID with your attendance. It may be possible at the end of this online coaching course, you will get the certificates. It is only possible if you are sending your email ID, only then you can receive your certificates of online coaching course, which is conducted by Sport Authority of India and Volleyball Federation of India.
Sir, one question has come.
Please.
Please explain about performance analysis through VIS system as well as through VIS system.
Actually, BIS system is designed by the FIVB, International Volleyball Federation, to give the information to mass media. In that system, BIS system, using 3-point rating scale, as I explained, in 3-point rating scale, one is success, one is failure, and one is rally continued, or third, they are giving weightage, not rally continue, giving weightage to opponent error. So 3-point rating scale they are using, one is success, one is failure, one is opponent error. So 3 points they are giving, collecting information and feeding in the computer and giving to the media. Actually, that is for the purpose to send the mass media. BIS system is used, designed by the FIVB. So that quickly, just after the match, with the help of a computer, you collect the information of successful actions, failure actions, and opponent error. And subsequently, immediately after that, you are giving to the mass media, print media, and that published. For that purpose, it is used. But we can use for our teams also with the help of 3-point rating scale. Any other question, please?
How to analyze the setter with 4-point rating scale?
Setter is non-scoring action, non-scoring skill. Setter with the 4-point rating scale, we have to rate 4 rating for his action. First action, if he is setting accurately and using attack combination, it means he is successful. That is success. And second, if he is just doing setting for the attack, but not attack combination, but attacker is able to do the attack, means attack is possible, that is in advantage. He is able to set in that way, that is in our advantage. So that is advantage in. If he is setting, just setting, but attack was not possible, it is crossed over the net. That is advantage out, means he is able to set, but the setting was not useful for our attackers. So in that way, that action will be analyzed for advantage out. And if he is failed and doing mistake, doing double touch, doing net touch, then it is failed action. So the very accurate using attack combination, avoiding block, then that is successful setting action. If he is just setting, attacker is able to do the attack and crossing with the attack, but not very good attack combinations and proper set was not there, but attacker was able to do the attack, that was in our advantage. But if he is setting not useful for our team, for our attacker, just crossing, so that set is for the advantage of opponent team, that is advantage out we can consider. If he is failing, doing mistake, violation of rules like touching net, doing double touch like that, or not reaching under the ball, then that is failure. Any other question, please?
Ankush?
Yeah.
Ankush?
I think it's 11:40. 44. Tell me.
Yeah, 11:45.
Okay, we'll finish now then.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
We'll
Once
finish.
again, I thank you, one and all, and Federation of Versailles and Center of Bangalore, all officers giving me opportunity once again, my colleagues helping me. Thank you very much once again. Thank you very much.